t-shirts in front of my fellow scouts and wonderful, but crazy scouts. Although when you think about it, I mean, why should most of us even be called scouts? I mean, well, you know, the scout motto is be prepared, but you know, most of us, when we go up to scout camp or any other campouts like that, we usually get to bring like 25 or 30% of our stuff.
That's true.
And that's the stuff we really and really truly need, like the 15 pairs of underwear that our mothers pack us, or the 35-pound sleeping bag that's good to 80 below. But, you know, the only people that bring absolutely everything, and I mean everything on these trips, are the scoutmasters. They not only bring the kitchen sink, they can stuff the whole dang kitchen into their backpacks. And, you know, the scoutmasters have those backpacks where you can turn it upside down and shake it, but you need a crane with an 8-ton cable on it to do that, and nothing will come out. But when you set it down and reach in, look, the cinder block, there we go. But, of course, in the case of some of our scoutmasters, they'll probably be a 5-pound container of cinnamon, or a 2-level tent with a jacuzzi, or a 50-piece cast-iron cooking set, or their own personal flushable bathroom or something. Who knows, maybe even a left-handed smoke shifter. You know, I think that some scoutmasters even have vending machines in their backpacks.
They do.
I mean, come on, you see people walking around with seemingly limitless snacks, and you can't help but wonder if that when your back is turned, they slip a quarter into a slot in their backpack and punch in 8 cents. And, you know, speaking of prepaying for stuff, you know, they have these gas pumps now that you have to insert money into or swipe their card before you fill up. You know, I look at these and I can't help but think, are these will freaking save the environment nuts? Because, you know, when you prepay, you pay for a certain amount of gas, and when you reach the amount of gas you paid for, the pump stops. I think that only people who are tree-hugging vegan types, who make saving the natural world their whole life, would want to pay for a limited amount of fuel before they gas up. I think we should have freedom of the pump. I believe that we should have the ability to choose how much gas we put in our vehicles, and who cares what others think? If people were able to pick how much dough we spend on gas, everyone would be so much happier. And another thing, would it kill the gas station guys to clean up their bathrooms? I mean, I know everyone says they wash their bathrooms every 30 minutes, but sometimes I go in there, and it looks like San Francisco after one of the big 1905 earthquakes. And speaking of cleanliness, McDonald's is probably the most disgusting fast food restaurant I've ever been to. It's not, you know, it's not a pigsty, it's a pig city. And don't even get me started about the service. One time I go there and there's only one register open, but at that one register, it's like McDonald's is the only food source on the planet. There were so many people. But when I finally get to the front, there's a 16-year-old pitbull-faced guy staring at me going, "Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you today?" And I said, "Well, I'd like a number 3 value meal." The guy just stared at me and he said, "What's that?" I looked at him and said, "Well, how is that you don't know? I mean, we work here." Of course, it could be just because you're a troubled teen and all that acne is sucking the intelligence out of your brain. Now just give me a bacon double cheeseburger. And the guy just stood there and said, "What number is that?" So I got mad and I said, "Well, pardon, et moi, for not specifying the number that went with the name of the flippin' burger." You know, I'm just going to go over to Burger King. At least they have staff with an IQ slightly higher than the freezing point. And their fries are better than the frozen potato sticks you guys have. You know, I left the idiot speechless and I walked out. And that's my story. But the next time a McDonald's guy ticks me off, that place's ratings will go down the tube. And, you know, you guys have been a great audience. Night, everybody. Yeah!